legislators, if y'all will, come up right here on this stage behind me, folks.
Not yet. I kind of like what I got. Okay.
Here's what we can do.
Yeah, y'all keep clapping for them. They're in their favor.
I think we should do something with the mic. What do you want to do? That's going to be on. It needs to be up there. Okay.
And y'all give a round of applause
Colonel.
for our fantastic member of Congress, Deborah Ross, everybody!
These are the warriors back here. Now, Congresswoman Mike Johnson. So when we say that the Republicans have shut down the federal government, we stakes. The stakes for redistricting in a criminal fashion. Partisan gerrymandering. Racial gerrymandering. The North Carolina General Assembly stole 3 seats from the people of North Carolina. And the consequences have hurt Americans from coast to coast. It cost us the U.S. House. It's costing millions of Americans their Medicaid. And that means grandmas in nursing homes, disabled children. It is costing SNAP and food benefits. And it is costing us our climate, our environment, and our jobs. Because that was what was in the big, ugly law. And now, they're trying to take another seat away from North Carolina, further disenfranchising Eastern North Carolina, which has been only since the 90s has truly had representation. It is time for us to stand up. It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to take back our government. You are going to hear from some of the bravest people on the front lines of this fight who are right behind me. They're fighting in committee, they're fighting on the floor, they're fighting in the streets of our great state. Thank you for being out here. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Good morning. I'm so happy to see all of you. I am Senate Democratic Leader Sydney Bath. With so many of my colleagues behind me. You know, the last 24 hours has been insane, but let me level set for you. Today, history will remember all of us kindly, who are sitting here fighting for our democracy, but it will not of my Republican colleagues. We ended up getting these maps on Thursday. The amount of disdain and disrespect the Republicans have, not only for the voters, but also for the Democrats that serve in this building, is outrageous. On Thursday, the maps dropped. On Monday, we had committee. They only gave us 2 hours to be able to debate these rigged maps. And so we asked the questions, and amazing constituents came out. But when we asked them if they were going to go out into the counties, if they had reached out to the congressional members that it was affecting, if they had gone to Eastern North Carolina and talked to all of the black voters in the black belt of northeastern North Carolina, they said no. My colleague said he was the only one to draw the maps. And he started the committee with this: we did it because President Trump told us to. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I got a daddy, and his name ain't Donald Trump. But for some reason, for some god-awful reason, the Republicans fear him more than they do their own constituents. And they can do that when they can gerrymander the hell out of this state and make sure that your vote doesn't matter. And they are kowtowing, bending the knee, bending over. You will use whatever example that you want to a 34-time indicted, 34-time convicted felon. A felon. They care more about them than the people that sent them to Raleigh. And so within 24 hours, not only have they silenced the voices of northeastern North Carolina and the black voters that have traditionally always sent someone to represent them there, but they also have the audacity to go ahead and silence us. In the first time in 14 years that Senator Berger has been the president pro tem, he has lauded himself on never-ending debate. But yesterday, he made history. Because when our caucus members stood up with the only thing that we could do, which is sit on that Senate floor and demand that they listen to us, they got tired after 2.5 hours of apparently being called out for exactly who they are. Right? Cheaters, liars. And let me be very clear, individuals that do not stand for you, they are serving one person, an authoritarian dictator. And they are choosing that your voice doesn't matter. But let me be very clear, in the great words of James Baldwin, I don't believe what you say because I see what you do. Ignore every damn thing they say, because their actions tell you exactly who they care about, and it's not you. I'm gonna tell you one thing, they better be happy that we want equality and not revenge. Because when our caucus in our state flips, we are going to do what's right. We're going to go ahead and send a ballot measure, a constitutional amendment, to you all, the voters, to say whether or not you want fair maps. And so when you are thinking about what matters and what's at stake for 26, 28, and 30, it is our courts, and is literally taking over the legislature, because you're going to allow a bunch of petulant children to continue to run this state into the ground. We are 113 days without a budget. Instead of prioritizing your needs, they're deciding to go ahead and rig maps so that they can stay in power. And let me be very clear. Republicans always say they don't like DEI, but let me tell y'all something. Political gerrymandering is their DEI.
You know, they got a problem with math because we had a 7-7 split. It was equal, and that's the way this state is drawn pretty much. We have an equal number of Democrats, an equal number of Republicans, and yes, we've got a few more who don't have a party affiliation. But when you look at the Democrats and Republicans, we should have kept at least the 7-7. So then they came in and yes, they thieves. So they stole 3 districts. And when they stole those 3 districts, it was not just the 3 districts and the members that they took out. They actually caused us to lose the U.S. House. Because if we had those 3 seats, and they knew it, and that's why Tim Moore told Speaker Johnson, I'm going to get you 3 seats. And that's exactly, boo on him, shame on him. And you know what, and look, I thought I got rid of those guys when I left here. But all those folks followed me to Washington, including Tillis. So I'm still dealing with them, but I've had the experience right here. But let me just tell you that we're going to have to get our legislature, our North Carolina legislature straight. Because they're the ones who will determine who will represent us in Congress. And legislators, Congress people should not pick their constituents. Constituents, it's your job, it's our job to pick the members of Congress. So listen, as they always have, they got it ass backwards. Now, let me just say to you that we can do this. We can, I think that was probably one of the Republicans calling, telling me someone to be. But listen, we have enough Democrats to do what we need to do. And I've got to tell you, they're running scared. And when you run scared, that's why you do all this stupid stuff. And that's what they're doing today, to cheat again, to steal another district, and maybe they're going to try to take 2. Maybe they'll try to take me out. Well, come on, bring it.
Yeah, I got you. You got me.
But folks, I got to
Thank you.
tell you, we can do it. We've got to think that we can, know that we can, and we then have to go out and do it. And so it's good to strategize. It's good to agonize. But it's time for us to put the agony aside and organize. So
Yeah, I got you, Mimi.
let's do that, because let me tell you, it's really all about power. Power is what makes
No, I can do it. I
difference
just didn't know if we wanted to cut out of
in
this
lives
or
and
not.
communities. But the first thing we have to understand about power and how to get it. You don't ask no damn body.
That's
how
fine.
to
It's
get
only
it
for
or
like
where
it's
it
only
goes.
like 90
When
seconds.
you have it, you take it. And once you take it, Democrats, we got to use it. And we
Yeah,
got
that's
to
fine.
bust those suckers up. We can do it. We can do it. Power. That's what makes the difference in lives and communities. Thank you. Let's have a good day.
Next up, we've got one of our fantastic state house members, Representative Dante Pittman out of
Let me tell you all something. I've been hearing from constituents back in Wilson County, Democrats, independents, and some Republicans, talking about this is not how you run a democracy. In Eastern North Carolina, we know how to work together. We work together to keep our public schools going. We work together to look after our neighbors when they have their health care cut. We work together for economic development, and we have a history of doing that. And what we're seeing right now in the legislature is an attempt to take away the power of our